Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Aaron Nix. This is the Wrestle YouTube channel, and this is your WWE Raw review in 3 minutes. Let's get the counter on the screen and let's get cracking. Raw opens with another speech from Braveheart. Drew McIntyre's down here and he says, "How in the hell do you not have iron brew in this shite establishment?" Actually, he says that he's fed up with being attacked all the time. He thinks that MVP is to blame for the reason why he got assaulted by mice and teabag. So MVP comes out and says, "Yo, bro, it wasn't me."
It wasn't me.
Drew McIntyre says, "Yes, it fucking was." MVP says, "No, it fucking wasn't." Drew McIntyre says, "Yes, it fucking was." And then he gets jumped by mice and teabag. Congratulations, a winner is you. What a fucking terrible opening segment. Backstage, Drew goes up to Adam Pearce and says, "How in the hell do you not have iron brew in this street establishment?" He says, "Of course you can have a fucking handicap match, mate." In a carbon copy repeat of last week, the Viking Raiders smash up Shelton Benjamin and Cedric the Entertainer.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Charlotte Flair comes out to cut a absolutely scathing promo on the women's division. She's looking fine. She speaks from the heart. She kind of shoots from the hip, and I appreciate it. Charlotte's being condescending. Asuka says, "You're a fucking bitch. I'll see you later."
Shut up, bitch!
Randy Orton, much like the rest of us, is sick of Matt Diddler's shit. And by the way, what the fuck is up with the colourful birds coming out of his feet?
Yeah, can you say pretty bird? Pretty bird. Yes, pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Still, the birds pale in comparison to what I actually saw, which is Matt Diddle going over Randy Orton. Why? Because Vince says fuck you, that's why.
You will worship me!
Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke interrupt Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler's tag team match just so they can bully Nia Jax.
Be a star.
Show tolerance and respect.
Miz and Maurice come down to the ring to celebrate the fact that, let's be honest, they're actually quite sexy. And to be honest, if I was the Miz, I'd be celebrating too because I get to bang Maurice every single night. They share some cheap champagne.
You want the rest of the champagne?
No, and it's pronounced champagne.
Oh God, no!
And then Damian Priest comes down looking highly uninfused and challenges The Miz to a match while drinking some shitty champagne and then spitting it out because he's rude like that. Alexa Bliss is backstage and she's sitting next to her good friend Lily the Puppet, who apparently is the head of Raw Creative these days. "I'm crazy and I've got daddy issues and I'm putting the whole women's division on notice. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Apparently the only thing that's keeping this show together, the women, is now going to be interfered with by a stonkingly hot woman with daddy issues and a dodgy looking puppet. Tune in next week when Ramblin' Rabbit takes a giant shit in Lily's orange juice."
Jesus!
It's big meaty hostime as Drew McIntyre challenges Teabag and Mice in a handicap match. And then in the middle of the match, Braun Strowman gets a little bit bored and decides, "I want a piece of this match too." And then he comes down and it becomes a tag team match. And it's 4 whopping great units who actually look like they could genuinely kick the shit out of each other. Isn't that a surprise in WWE these days? Beating the everlasting shit out of each other. Mice and Teabag lose their mask and... shock horror, it's Donovan Dijakovic and Dio Madden. The United States champion Sheamus is pretty bored, so he decides to kick the everlasting shit out of some skinny Mexican. And in your main event, Charlotte Flair challenges Asuka for the #1 contendership of Rhea Ripley's title. Charlotte Flair loses to Asuka because Rhea Ripley interferes, and then she goes fucking apeshit and beats the living crap out of a load of zebras. And with that buzzer, the sun sets on our 3 minutes of WWE Raw. Was it any good? No. Let's be honest, 2 out of 10. Absolute fucking shit show. Why do I keep putting myself through this every single week? I've been Aaron Nix. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you very soon for more content from the Wrestle Plug.